Marc Anthony, born September 16, 1968, is an American salsa singer and actor, born in New York. His real name is Marco Antonio Muñiz Rivera. From a young age, he has been involved in music, growing up with rock and rhythm and blues. His parents, Felipe Muñiz and Guillermina Rivera, discovered his passion and musical ability when he was a child. During his teenage years, to earn money, he began singing at bars and nightclubs, and quickly gained popularity. He was contacted by one of the members of the Latin Rascals group, and their producer Louis Vega invited him to record several albums with the Atlantic Records label. Beginnings as a singer. One of Marc Anthony's most successful musical products was the album, Rebel, which achieved some success on the disco music charts. In 1992, his career in the salsa world took off when the famous Tito Puente took him as an opening act for a concert at Madison Square Garden. A year later, he recorded a salsa version of a song by Juan Gabriel that received excellent reviews and great popularity in the musical circles of New York. Soon, Marc Anthony appeared in several television productions and began to receive offers for concerts. After a few years, he was recognized as the new King of Salsa. During the 1990s, his lyrics occupied the top position in Latin America and also in the United States. The new musical phenomenon. Marc Anthony became a massively successful musical phenomenon, comparable to the success of Hector Lavoe. At the same time, he continued to develop his acting career, appearing in films such as Bringing Out the Dead, directed by Martin Scorsese, Big Night, directed by Stanley Tucci, Hackers, and The Cape Man, a Broadway musical directed by singer and songwriter Paul Simon. He also performed the main theme of the soundtrack of The Mask of Zorro, 1998, in which Antonio Banderas was the lead actor. Third salsa album Against the Stream. That same year, he worked on the production of his third salsa album, Contra la Corriente. Undoubtedly many salsa critics and aficionados affirm that it was the best album of his career, for which he received a Grammy for Best Latin Tropical Album. In 1999, he released the album, Marc Anthony, to the market. This album undoubtedly demonstrates a new stage in his musical career, as it combined salsa with pop and also featured songs in English, in order to reach and conquer the Anglo-Saxon audience and market. The first single, I Need to Know, put him in the top positions of the North American charts. It remained in the top 10 of the Billboard for 11 weeks and 8 more weeks in the top 40. He also released the Spanish version, titled Demelo. With this song, he won the Grammy for Best Latin Song of the Year and was number 1 on the Latin Billboard chart. He quickly released the second single, You Sang to Me, repeating the success of the previous one and selling over 2 million copies of the album. Starting the new millennium, he released a greatest hits salsa album titled, Desde el Principio. After that, Marc Anthony went on an extensive tour that took him through the United States. All magazines and press talked about his triumphant concert at Madison Square Garden. Then he was in Canada and Central America. At that time, Marc Anthony received the admiration of his fans when he helped with his charitable work for the victims of Hurricane George. In sum, he founded a foundation that bears his name. International tours. In 2011, he started the Dos Mundos Tour, with the company of Alejandro Fernandez, a concert across Latin America. The following year, he was in Colombia at the Manications Summer Festival. Many people from different parts of the country traveled to attend his concert. He had a significant participation in the 53rd International Song Festival of Viña del Mar, Chile, where he sang the song Y Como Es Él from his album Eco Nos. He received the highest distinction. On March 3, 2012, Marc returned to Uruguay after 17 years and gave his performance at the Charrúa Stadium in Montevideo with an attendance of 25,000 spectators. In the GIGANT3S tour, he performed in several North American cities alongside Cheyenne and Marco Antonio Solis. In 2013, he released his album 3.0. In 2014, he was the big winner of 4 of the 5 awards for which he was nominated at the Premios Lo Nuestro. Additionally, his career was recognized as one of the most successful Latin music artists. In 2016, he released a song called Deja que te vis, with the collaboration of Spanish singer Alejandro Sanz. The song has over 50 million views on YouTube. Marriages, children. In September 2016, he carried out his Marc Anthony Live tour, which included 5 dates at Radio City Music Hall. His private life has been somewhat controversial and has been exposed to various comments. He had his first daughter in 1994, Ariana Rosado Muñiz, a product of his relationship with a former police officer from New York. In 2000 he married for the first time to Dayanara Torres, with whom he had 2 children. He later helped Jennifer Lopez in the production of the song Sway, for the soundtrack of the movie Shall We Dance? They then fell in love, and after only 1 month of relationship, they got engaged in March 2004. The couple had twins and Jennifer sold the exclusive photos of the children to People magazine. However, after a few years, the couple decided to end their marriage on April 9, 2012. It is said that everything started when Jennifer Lopez met dancer Casper Smart and began a relationship with him 2 months after her separation from Marc. Later, Marc started a relationship with Venezuelan model Shannon de Lima, whom he married in 2014. Despite this, his relationship with Jennifer, the mother of his children, is harmonious, and he even participated in her song, Olvídame y Pega la Vuelta, in 2016. 2 years earlier, the Puerto Rican singer made an impact with the hit song, Flor Polita. On January 28, 2023, he married Nadia Ferreira in an incredible wedding surrounded by stars from film, music, and sports. The ceremony took place at the Perez Art Museum in Miami, with David Beckham as the best man. Interesting facts about Marc Anthony. Marc Anthony was born in 1968. Marc Anthony began his career as a session vocalist. Marc Anthony released his first solo album in 1993. Marc Anthony is the top-selling tropical salsa artist of all time. Marc Anthony has been married 3 times. Marc Anthony is an active entrepreneur. Marc Anthony's major performances. Marc Anthony has received multiple awards and honors. Marc Anthony is an active philanthropist. Marc Anthony has been in various films and TV shows. Conclusion. Marc Anthony's appeal has not wavered since he made his debut in the early 1990s, and his music is still assured to sell millions worldwide to this day. His influence on Latin American culture is huge, and his music will no doubt continue to be treasured for generations to come, as will all of the good work that he has done away from the microphone. Dear viewers, we have tried our best to provide you an informative video. Please comment that how did you find this video, because your opinion and comments are very important to us. If you like the video, please like and subscribe our channel so that you may be updated for our every informative video. Take care of your good self.